Hey, YouTube, what's going on? Happy 2024. Hope your holidays were nice, safe, all that. You spent time with your loved ones. Hopefully, you didn't put a whole bunch of debt on your credit cards. This is Jason from JT's Retirement Countdown. Today's January 2nd, 2024, and I officially have 257 work days remaining until I walk out that door on January 13th, 2025, 257. Excuse me. That's just in a sidebar here. That's not including my vacation days and my sick days that I'm going to take during 2024 and get on out that door. Get on out that door January 13th, 2025, when I'm at age 55. You guys know that I always talk about debt kills retirement. And I found this article on SoFi. I'll leave the link below so you guys can check this out for yourselves. 10 surprising credit card debt facts. Number one, more than half of Americans have outstanding credit card debt. And the number's 56%. 56%. Now, that may not seem high, but I think it's high. Because carrying a balance is just not what you owe on that balance. You owe that interest as well. So if you're transitioning towards retirement, get out of debt. Credit card debt, which is the worst. Auto going down in value. Home, it's your biggest asset. And I'm not mad at you about the home, but do you need a $500,000 house when you can get a $150,000 house? Or we live in neighborhoods, we get, so we can keep up with the Joneses. That's your choice. That's a personal choice. But I know that I'm not carrying a mortgage into retirement, and student loans, of course. Number two, households with credit card debt owe more than an average of $8,000. Now, just think about that. That's average. That's average. So, not me. No, sir. They ain't getting a red nickel out of me. Now, I spend money. We spend money. But I don't pay interest on stuff. And I haven't for a long time. Number three, it'd take you more than a decade to pay off 7951, the $8,000 that I just talked about in number two. 13 years. And an example of 21% interest with a $150 monthly payment, it'd take you 158 months or 13 years and 2 months. Think about that. Just think about what that can do, what you could do with that money for them 13 years. You can put it in your emergency fund. You can put it towards your retirement. Whatever you want to do with it. But just don't stop giving your money to these credit card people. Stop giving your money month after month. All they want is the minimum. All they want is the minimum. 13 years? Nah, not me. Number four, Gen Xers have the most credit card debt. That's me. That's ages, if you're born between 1965 and 1980, have the highest credit card balance, $9,589. Next in line are the baby boomers, born between 1946 and 1964, who have 8,100. In my group, I'm thinking like that age wise, you're coming up towards retirement because you're like 60. Because I'm turning 54 this year. I'll be 55 next year when I retire. So that means that people in that age group are carrying debt. That's on you. That's on you. Like I tell you guys, I believe my true opinion of this is debt kills retirement. And I'm going to say that in every single video that I give you guys. Debt kills retirement. Number 5, Alaskans have the highest, sorry about that. Alaskans have the highest credit card debt. And it says Wisconsin were found to have the lowest at 4,900 and Alaskans 7,300. Now these are averages. Don't quote me on this. And this is an article from SoFi, so you could do your own research on that. And listen, we know what we have going out in debt, credit card debt. We know what we have going out. We know what we have going out in all our debts. I just choose to give you guys a message about, if we put this stuff on the back burner, if we pay the minimum payment, hang around. It'll hang around with you. It'll follow you. And here's one, number 6, 42% of college students have credit card debt. So you're starting off bad. I did. I'll be completely honest. I didn't know anything in my early or late teens and 20s. I didn't really, I wasn't making good choices. And as we can see, with 42% of college students having credit card debt, there's a lot of people that aren't making good choices as well. And young. Number 7, 1 in 3 Americans owe more on credit card debt than they have saved. Just think about that. Take a second. If you're still with me on this one, think about that for a second. You owe more in credit card debt than you have saved. Are you that person? I'm not. Are you that person that has more in credit card debt than you have saved? Saved in the bank or in your retirement? Folks, get out of debt and think. Think where your money's going every month. Number 8, rich people have credit card debt longer. Now, the article gets into a little bit about if you're making over $100,000, you're 2 times more likely to carry credit card debt for 5 years or longer. So the way I broke that down in my head is I'm looking at it as wealthier people who have more money coming in don't look at debt the same way as somebody who makes less than $50,000. So they feel like that they can pay it, which is understandable. They think in a different frame of mind than somebody who earns less than $50,000. And once again, this is coming from the article. That's my opinion in regards to like why I believe that wealthier people that got a couple more dollars tend to let debt hang around a little bit longer. Is because they in their head psychologically, I think that they think that I have the ability to pay it. I'll just take it out of the next check, $3,000 check that I get in my next paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So there is some understanding about that, but hopefully those people have an emergency fund. If something goes down, they don't go directly to credit cards. That's the only thing I can think of that. Number 9, more men have more debt than women. Now, it's not a large amount. It says men have 63.57 and women have 62.32. You think of a woman being a shopaholic, but men spend money on stuff too. I spend money on goofy stuff, but I said I spend money, not credit. Not credit. And number 10, there's a good chance you'll die with credit card debt. 68% die with credit card balances. That just shows me that when you're in that age of passing away, well, I'll just use round numbers, 65 to 85, that you don't have enough money coming in, so you're still using those credit cards to survive. And listen, I understand it. They give them to us. They make it so easy for us to get them. But that's just another example. Just to review real quick, the top 10. More than half of Americans have outstanding debt, credit card debt, 56%. Households with credit card debt owe more than an average of $8,000, with Alaska being the highest, Wisconsin being the smallest. Number 3, it takes more than a decade to pay off $7,951, which is the $8,000. 13 years. What could you do with that money? 13 years. You could put it in your emergency fund. You could put it in your retirement, towards your retirement, Roth, 457B, 401k, 403, whatever. You put it somewhere. Number 4, Gen Xers have the most credit card debt. That's my group. That's my group that's transitioning from the 50s to the 60s, getting close to retirement. Not me. Number 5, Alaskans have the highest credit card debt. I think I already said that one. I'm sorry about that. 42% of college students have credit card debt. That's high. Number 7, 1 in 3 Americans owe more than they have on credit card debts than they have saved. Think about it. Think about your situation. What you got saved. Number 8, richer people have larger credit card debt. That's to each his own on that. Number 9, men have more debt than women. Another one of those ones. And remember, this is from an article on SoFi. And there's a good chance you'll die with credit card debt. Those are my 10 facts about credit cards. And the only thing I'm saying, folks, is you go to sleep every day, you wake up every day just like the rest of us, just like everybody does. You know what you got going out. You know what you got coming in. If you can't transition month to month without using that credit card, especially as you're transitioning towards retirement. And I even say, like, early on, you shouldn't do it. But, to each his own. Like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys for giving me some feedback. Get out of debt, folks. Get out of debt. Debt kills retirement. Once again, it's January 2nd, 2024. Happy New Year. Make this the best year for you getting out of debt. Make 2024 the best year for you to get out of debt. 257 work days remaining until I retire on January 13th, 2025. 257. I'm getting close, folks. And I'm going to enjoy this ride. I'm going to keep giving you debt facts. I'm going to keep coming to you with this. Join me in this. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment. This is Jason from JT's Retirement Countdown. God bless and take care, and I'll see you guys on the next one.